our friends at the park here, they're going to turn the temperature down a little bit, the wind up a little bit. So let's make sure it's real this year, right? My name is Nate Garland. I'm the Chief Development Officer for Special Olympics Maryland. I'd like to thank everybody for being down here today. I remember last year I came down here and I think it was like 65 degrees. I think the water was like 52. I was disappointed that we didn't get a sponsorship from Coppertone last year. But this year I think we got some real plunge weather. One of the things that's pretty neat when I come down here is the history. As you come down the road, I don't know how many other people come down here a lot. You get to check out the history. I want to share a little bit of Special Olympics history with you because you're going to go out there freezing, and it's going to be for a reason. So I want to make sure you know what that is. In about mid-1940s, a young woman, 23 years of age, Rosemary Kennedy, sister of Robert and John Kennedy, sister of Eunice Kennedy, had an intellectual disability. When she was born, she suffered from lack of oxygen to her brain and had an intellectual disability. And back in the 40s and 50s, they did what was called a lobotomy. A lot of people with intellectual disabilities sometimes have some behavioral characteristics that they thought back in the old days they could drill a couple holes in your head, go in there and mess around, and they think they could fix you. Well, the thing was, when she was 23 years of age, she went into the hospital. She never left. She spent the rest of her life in an institution, and that took Rosemary from the Kennedys. And it truly inspired Miss Shriver to start what's called Special Olympics. In Rockville, Maryland, in the early 60s, she started a camp for people with intellectual disabilities because she knew her interactions with her sister, that her sister was fine. She had the opportunity to do all the things that she had to do. She was capable with good coaching and love and support and care to accomplish great things and have a meaningful life. And science and the doctors kind of took that away from her, so she dedicated her life to making sure that through sports, she thought she could change the world. In 1968, the first ever Special Olympics Games were held in Chicago. There was 3 countries, France, Canada, and the U.S. There were about 1,500 athletes from those countries who participated. They were in Soldier Field, and if you looked around Soldier Field where the Bears played, there was nobody in the stands. Absolutely nobody. That started a movement. In 2003, the first time Special Olympics World Games were held outside the U.S. They were held in Croke Park in Dublin, Ireland. And with all your phones out there, go ahead and Google that when you need to get warm in the car a little bit later. You're going to see a picture of those games. There was 5,000 athletes from 152 countries, 80,000 people in the stands for those games. This is a global movement. There are over 160 million athletes participating in Special Olympics around the world right now. Down here in St. Mary's County, we have a great program. Almost 400 athletes participate in sports year-round. We've got basketball players, we've got golfers, kayakers, sailors, snowshoe, alpine, flag football teams, bowlers, you name it, these guys are participating, and it's changing people's lives. We've got a lot of Special Olympics athletes in the crowd today. Let's give a warm round of applause for those guys. Russell, Bailey, Phyllis, Lisa, and Jason. You guys, where are your hands? Put your hands up. Where are you guys? Keegan. Now, 400 athletes, that's a lot of athletes, right? But Sheriff, I think about 100,000 people live down here in St. Mary's. So we roughly have about 2,000 eligible athletes for this that would be eligible in our programs down here that could benefit from our programs. So we still have a lot of work to do. What we're trying to do every day, besides raise a little bit of money, is raise awareness. So I thank you for listening to me, listen to a little bit of a history lesson about Special Olympics. The freezing part here can't happen without a lot of special people to help us put on these events. Take a look around the park. Almost everything you see here has practically been donated. Bailey's Party Rental, the tents, donated. United Rental, the generators that are going to keep your tents warm when you go to change here in a little bit, all donated. The food and the beverage donated. Everything's donated. We have some incredible partners who have stepped up to support us. Correct Care Solutions. Anybody from Correct Care out there? Thank you very much. Incredible support from these guys. HCII, I know I saw Scott and those folks out here, great support there. Chesapeake Custom Embroidery, everyone's got some great sweatshirts here. Aramark, there is a huge list. I can't read them all because I can't feel my fingers anymore. But there's some really, really special people that I want to take a second to thank, is our law enforcement partners and the folks here at the park. Maryland Park Service back there, thank you very much for this wonderful, wonderful place. Thank you for keeping it cold, the water warm. I think it's bath water, right? 48 degrees, I think is what I heard. St. Mary's Corrections, and of course the St. Mary's Sheriff's Office. We can't do these events without our friends in law enforcement, so I'd like to provide a special thanks to our friend, Sheriff Tim Cameron, who would like to present this plaque, and I'll read it real quick. Presented to the St. Mary's Sheriff's Office with profound appreciation for your dedicated support to the St. Mary's Splash. Your unbelievable commitment to this event and Special Olympics Maryland is making a real difference in the lives of over 7,311 athletes in Special Olympics Maryland. Thank you for your support and making a difference to so many.
Hey, thank you, Nate. I appreciate it. I'll be quick. Nate said we're freezing for a reason, right? I'm freezing. This is an incredibly beautiful venue we have here. An absolutely wonderful group of people. I appreciate all of you being here. And this is for a great, great cause. We have presented to us from the governor of the state of Maryland a citation that basically says exactly what I just said, and it acknowledges all our volunteers, all our athletes, and all of you. So again, thank you very much. I know you all are anxious to get into that balmy water. I'll just remind you, how many were here last year? And what did I say? I don't like to make promises or guarantees, but I said I guarantee you, and I promise you, next year is not going to be like the 70-degree day we had then. And next year will probably be even worse. So see you next year. Thank you all very much.
All right. And then there's two other people I'd like to thank. Special Olympics is a volunteer movement. There are very few of us who are so privileged to call this our careers and be able to do this professionally. And we are so reliant on volunteers in the communities where we're making an impact here. There's some incredible volunteers. You met many of them up at registration. Some of the folks that are in the crowd here, they help deliver sports programs to our athletes. Some of the St. Mary's management team here. I know I saw Al and John and Mary Lou and so many others here, Connie and everybody. Great people who will work year-round to make sure they're providing these opportunities to our athletes. But there are two special volunteers here today that help do all the work. They made sure they went around and got all these things donated, been working tirelessly for months here, putting up signs around town, posters, etc., working really hard. And we have a small token of our appreciation. We just actually want to make sure that we can free their hands up to do more, so we got them a couple backpacks here that say St. Mary's Splash. So Brian and Annette Hart, thank you for everything you guys do. And now that I see Santa Claus is making it here, I think we're getting close, right? All right, so here are the logistics, right? We're going to wrap up this presentation here. I want everybody to go into the tents and get changed. Wait. Oh, apparently we got something else we're doing. All right, this is the 50-50 drawing. For $74 that you'll be able to give right back to the Special Olympics program. Let me give you the number here. 8200219. 219. I'm sure you can't feel your fingers. pull out your ticket. If you have number 219, please come to the stage. All right, you got the football? And I think we're going to draw the football here.
It's a great day for a swim.
All right, for the Redskins autograph football, I believe that was Matt Jones, right? 549 5953. That's 5953. Who's got the winning ticket there for the football? 5953. All right, while we wait for those. All right. The guy wearing the Ravens jersey, he's going to punt that thing right in the water probably, right? All right. All right, he didn't want the football anyway. And we got the football winner right here. Yay! There's the football winner right here. All right, now the instructions, right? Head to the tent. Get into your splash plunge gear. We're going to come out here. When we get everybody at the beach, we're going to play the national anthem. We're going to get the divers in place. At the conclusion of the national anthem, you'll get the instruction to go in the water, all right? So head to the tents, please.
said it's the perfect case